You are now listening to Rich Rants and Real Shit, hosted by Rich Really Out Here.
Yeah, it's your weekly dose with your favorite host, your boy Richard, aka Ronnie D, aka Puerto Rican Ronnie, aka Brown Skin Bobby, aka Bodybuilder. You already know what the fuck going on. Here we are on episode 15 of my and your baby mama's favorite podcast, Rich Rants and Real Shit. I got a couple of special guests with me here who don't know this, but we all went to the same high school.
Oh, we did?
Oh, we did.
To Hollywood High? Oh, yeah.
See, look, that's why I saved it. That's
we
why
probably
I
graduated
that's
different
fine.
years, right?
Yeah, we graduated the same year.
I graduated 2010.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
Oh.
I literally had
I learned something today.
Look at that. Why do you think I saved it for the start?
Okay.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and let you guys. Well,
Oh, you have short hair, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
when you had that golden cut.
Let's not.
Okay. Okay, so.
Were you a magnet?
Yeah. Holy shit. You know, kids we sell it every day. So I'll take them for just back.
Let me introduce
Oh,
you.
ballerina.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go. You go ahead.
Okay, I got a couple of lovely guests here tonight. Gonna talk about some things, and I'll just go ahead and let you guys introduce. God damn it! I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves. Well, usually I start from this way down, but do you think?
We
you're
looked
fine.
at each other,
You're
no?
fine. I'm playing. You're fine.
Okay, go.
No, go ahead. You started.
Gabby, I don't know
Okay,
what to
AKA.
say. Hi. Oh, well, I'm Gabby Superstar online.
AKA.
AKA, I don't know.
No, I'm just asking.
I-
No, go ahead. You good? It's fine.
This is where the drinks come in.
What the hell? I'm sorry. That's my YouTube.
Okay.
My name is Camille.
Okay. AKA.
Camille.
Hey. AKA. Anything else? AKA.
I really don't have any more AKAs.
Okay, that's all good. As long as you got one.
I'm living a simple life right now.
Alright. One is fine. So these two young ladies. Oh, okay. Well,
Ugh.
my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Today we're going to talk about eating disorders, bulimia, anorexia, and I guess we'll touch on binge eating as well. And both of these young ladies have been through one of each. Well, I guess. You've been through both, but two of the three. And then you've been through one as well. So I guess we'll get into that, and whoever wants to share their experience first, I'll just go ahead and throw my questions in as they come. But whoever.
I mean, it's
Okay,
such a heavy topic.
Which one did you, for the listeners and coming out, which one did you suffer from?
Well, I suffered from anorexia for a good time in high school, and that then during my recovery then became binge eating.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't know that. Okay, I did not know.
Which is a whole other experience in itself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of what I went through.
Okay, here are my questions now. Why did it start? Like, what happened? Were you like under some pressure to be skinny? Were you stressed out? Were you depressed? Like, what happened to where you decided to become anorexic?
I mean, I feel like that's such a hard question to answer because I don't really feel like there's one answer, one specific answer. It's not necessarily black and white, and when you think about that experience, it feels like some foreign, cloudy thing that you went through, but you don't really remember it specifically day to day. I was 16, very insecure, 6'1", stuck out like a sore thumb, but yet I always felt like I needed to be thin because of my height. And I know there was like a lot of issues going on at home too, and some issues in high school with friends that I've become really close to, and I feel like it was mainly like if I can't control the situations around me, the one thing that I can control is what I put in my body.
Wow. Okay.
I think that's kind of like a brief overview.
And anorexia, I'm just guessing, is the one where you just don't eat a lot, like you barely eat.
Well, there's many different forms. There's many different behaviors surrounding that. Some people will not eat for 3 days and then completely binge. Some people will be obsessive and calculate every single thing they put into their mouth.
Like calories, carbs, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh wow! I think it's just coming back to me. I feel like I was talking to you about it a while back, and I think I was, and you used to tell me about like counting calories and carbs and all that stuff, like how it's real.
Yeah, your life turns into the Matrix where you just kind of like think in numbers all the time, like how many calories you're burning, how many calories you're like actually ingesting, and like it takes over your life like that. That's so true. But that's not just anorexia, that's bulimia too. Like you start equating all the time.
But bulimia is the one where you eat and then throw up and then eat and throw up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even though you're gonna throw it up later, you still sit around and calculate like all the.
I feel like I do, and that's when I guilt trip myself. Well, I mean, I would guilt trip myself into thinking like you have to let it go. Like, I don't know. That's definitely where it rooted from.
Mm-hmm. And then what are the other forms of anorexia? So there's either you can eat, you can starve yourself for a few days and then eat, or you can binge eat, or what else?
Well, I feel like people handle it differently, but I would say the three medical terms would be anorexia, bulimia, and then binge eating or overeating.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I would think.
And then the one you went through is just you just weren't eating that much?
I just wasn't eating. I was obsessively calculating every single calorie that I put into my body, every single thing that I had eaten that day, but I would make sure that I never hit 800 calories.
Oh, see, I was about to ask you, because don't know, once again, didn't know my research, my bad. But is it 2,000 calories a day or something like that, or 2,500?
It depends on your body, like how tall you are, like your BMI and stuff.
Is there like a male or female like average a day?
I think it's between 1,500 and 2,000.
And you was only getting 800.
At the very end of it, it's 600.
Oh my! For how long did this last? Like, what was the span?
Not very long, actually. So about 7 months.
And then after 7 months, you was like, all right, I'm flipping this back and getting my weight back, or what happened? Or you just, what happened at the end?
Well, 7 months of that extreme calculation, but before then, for about 3 months prior, it was the summer and I was swimming competitively every day. So I was in the pool from about noon to 6 p.m. For 3 months, and I was eating regularly. There was nothing like abnormal. And then when I went to school, I didn't realize, but all of my friends realized around me that I had lost a lot of weight. And it was just because I was working out so much.
I was saying from the swimming before you started. Okay.
And then so I was like, well, people are saying I look really good and I don't want to put back all that weight since I'm not swimming anymore.
Oh.
So then that's kind of just how it started.
Offset it by.
But before swimming, I was about 165. And then at the very end of realizing that I needed to get my life together, that this was serious, I was about 116.
Oh. And this is at 16, 17 years old, 6'1".
6'1", 116 pounds, 16 years old.
Crazy.
And I was at the doctor's and they were like, either, we have to resolve this issue. If you're not going to feed yourself, then you're going to have to go into inpatient care where they're going to put a feeding tube up your nose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So then that scared me because it's all about this sense of control. So if that to me is the most serious form of not being in control, at least I'll be in some sense of control if I can, decide what I'm going to put into my body.
Was it hard going from calculating what you eat and stuff to just going back to eating regular? Like, did you wean yourself on to eating back regularly, or how did that work?
It was completely hard.
Did your stomach shrink and stuff over the time? Okay, it does.
Yeah.
So you can't even just. Well, I know when people go through like those boys in the cave in the Philippines or whatever. Tyler, I'm sure they couldn't just go right back to eating regular because they hadn't for so long.
But it's not that long. 12 days isn't that long. But it's like a period. I think it's 3 months. I think it's 3 to 6 months, depending on the person. But your stomach does shrink. But it's not that much. It's probably centimeters. But that makes a difference. People get a lap to just get a little time. So it does make a difference.
and then you just how does it grow back? Like you just try to eat more and more a little over time and it goes back to its normal size, or?
I'm like obsessed with competitive eating just because like I was a binge eater, but you know what helps? Like the lining of your stomach, a lot of green foods and leafy foods.
It'll help it expand?
Yeah, it helps expand
Really?
it. It helps like thicken the lining.
Uh-huh.
So that's something I learned.
Okay.
I know that.
I didn't
And it
know
helps
that.
your skin too. Like it helps your skin glow and your stomach.
Yeah, it's kind of this weird feeling like, I mean, I don't want to compare it to that because I've never been through that experience, but it's almost like what I would imagine if you were in the military for so long and then you were just discharged and you're like, what do I do with my life? Or if you were just released from prison, like, what am I doing now?
Yeah.
It almost feels like that.
It's like a shock back
Like
to
you
life.
just wake up and you're like, wait, I'm supposed to have this thing called lunch. And of course that's something that I don't think about, you know, I think about consciously now, but that's something that most people don't think about. Oh, it's lunchtime, like this is, you know, everyone loves to eat, or that's the general idea.
Yeah.
But to think like, okay, I need to have lunch today, it's almost like walking for the first time all over again. It's a really weird experience.
Gabby, tell us about your experience with
I don't even know where to start. Like, I agree with Camila that like it wasn't just like one like pivotal moment for me. I don't know. Like I think,
when did it
like,
start? Like how old were you?
The earliest I remember like thinking about my weight, I was on like 11 or 12, and I remember like I started shedding like my baby weight, and people like started complimenting me and telling me how good I looked, and I loved that. Like I never felt pretty, so like that was like my first, you know, like growing into womanhood, like that was my first like, oh shoot, like I'm actually cute, you know. So, but it didn't become like obsessive, I don't know, until like I started high school and started, you know, having to like fit into like super skinny jeans and super tiny clothes, and that's what I thought was cool. And I don't know, I really couldn't tell you like when I started feeling like super like obsessed with it, but I remember like on the internet, like I had a Tumblr where I would, oh my god, I would it's fucked up because I would post like how I lost weight, and I was so excited, and I didn't even notice it, but there's a whole pro Anna community, and I didn't even, at one point I had like 80,000 followers, and we would all just talk about like how we lost weight, and I would like be like on water pills and like those chocolate laxatives, and I would just eat in the morning and take like a pill and take that, and there was like also, there was something else I would take, oh my god, what was it? Phentermine.
What's that?
Phentermine, it's like it was a diet pill outlawed in the 90s, but they still prescribe it like at little diet places or
Does
whatever.
it make
It's
you
still
not,
common.
does it like suppress your appetite? So you
It's
don't
kind of
get
like
hungry?
suppresses your appetite. It's kind of like Adderall where it gives you energy,
Okay.
but everyone crashes from it. And I do have heart problems now. Like I have Wolf something syndrome where it doesn't like affect me now like it used to when I would start, but it made a hole, like a little tiny piercing at the top of my aorta.
Wow.
Just because I would always be so stimulated and running on nothing, like next to fumes. So it's something I still have to think about. Like, you know, like even when I like drink a Red Bull or something, like I don't, that could be it, you know.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
didn't think about that when I was like 16, 15. That like now, like, oh shit, you know.
Where'd you get them from, the pills?
You know what's funny? Like it's this little clinic. I live in East LA, and it's only like a few blocks away from my house. And they, for like $25, they would give you like a week supply and like a B12 shot. So it's super easy. Like anyone can still get it. And it's something that they do like super like low key. And it wasn't. I remember I only weighed at my lowest. I'm 5'7". I weighed 98 pounds. And they were still giving me those pills. Like it's about a financial gain, and I don't know how like those places are still open. It's been like 10 years since I did that, and those places are still open, still making money. It's just like, I don't think these girls know that there's gonna be long-term effects.
How long did you go through it for? Like how many? Like you said you started thinking about your weight at 11, but you didn't start going through it to like high school. Like so that's what. 14?
Like when I was like 14, 15. Like I don't know. I just started noticing like my friends were on diets, and I wanted to like just be thin, like stay thin, you know. You don't even notice it, but when you're in high school, like they always give you like junk, and they would have like the little machines with like, what would it, they have like a bunch of just junk, like that, like prison food, like
tarts.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
this
the
got
Pop-Tarts.
the
Make
water
really
would be
brown
sold
sugar.
out.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it was just one of those things where I started just thinking more about my weight and less about eating.
But you wasn't even fat. I remember, like.
Well, when I was 18, I was diagnosed with BDD, and I still don't see
Oh
what you
yes.
do.
Oh yeah. Body dysmorphia disorder.
And people were
Right.
like always tell me like, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, or you're not fat. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, I'm sure I'm not, but
Yeah.
I still don't see myself that way.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get diagnosed for?
You know what? It was one of those things where, like, after like I became diagnosed as bulimic, it came kind of hand in hand, where they're just like, you're never gonna see yourself as skinny. You're never gonna, even if you hear the numbers, it didn't make sense to me, and
Yeah.
that's how they figured it out. But there's no real like diagnosis. It was just kind of like, maybe you're not seeing what we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like looking at a fun, like in one of those like fun
Mirrors that
or
make
whatever.
yeah.
That's like the best way to explain it, because like sometimes like when I do my makeup, like I just start doing random things and I start like contouring my nose and just like extra things where I realize like I'm trying to makeshift my face into something else, and it's just like, why try to fix something? Like, I don't know, I stop. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to fix myself anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, I mean, recovery's still every day. Like I still like like even like I was telling you earlier, like I still love to eat until like I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I don't throw up anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that feeling, and I can't help it. Like I still just want to eat like that.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Cause I like food too. I'm trying.
Me too. Me too. It's the worst.
But I'm like, I've never eaten until I was about to throw up. Like I eat sometimes and get like real full, but it hurt, and I be mad at myself. Like, damn, this really hurt. I sit down for like 30 minutes. But you can eat until you're about to throw up.
And I can keep it in. Like I don't know. And now I notice it. My dad will tell me like to stop eating. He like notices that I start like heaving and like breathing just to make more space. And like now like my friends know like that I'm definitely like, they're just like, oh no, she's done, or she's like, I have to pour water on my food or something so I won't keep going, because like I turn into like, I look like I'm on like Fear Factor or something. Like I have to keep eating. I have to.
I remember that feeling. I would have to.
And it's still such a rush.
Like blow my nose on a tissue and then put that tissue on the plate.
Yeah.
With the food
What?
on it.
To make yourself
wouldn't-
not eat it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you used to binge eat too?
No.
So wait, what would make, so...
It's just related to it.
But I went through that same experience.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
when because I was basically scared out of it. So like when they told me, you're gonna go to the hospital, like you're at a point now where there's nothing that we can do except for put food down your throat. So then I was basically scared out of it, but it's still like that obsessiveness was still in my mind. So instead of not eating, I then became obsessed with overeating. And then that's why I was able to gain my weight so fast.
Yeah, how fast did you gain back the weight?
Maybe within like 4 months.
Dang, from 116 back up to like 165?
Yeah,
Damn.
it was fast. I became obsessed with peanut butter. There were certain, it was weird, like I would have like 2 weeks I'm obsessed about hummus, 2 weeks I'm obsessed about peanut butter, 2 weeks I'm obsessed about baking desserts. Like it was still like there would be something that I would just have nonstop. I remember like at school they would have those Uncrustable like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And I would eat like 4 of them in one sitting.
Well, they all kind of, they don't fill you up that much, so I feel
Well,
you.
that's the thing, like, they're so high in calories, but there's basically nothing in them that's gonna nourish you, but then it's just like, boom, I sat and had like 2,000 calories and 4 dessert sandwiches. But yeah, it got to the point where I was 180 pounds.
Oh, you went back over what you
Yeah,
even
I weighed even more than what I originally had weighed.
And when you hit 185 or whatever, did you feel like, oh fuck, like now I'm over like where I was, now I gotta drop back down, or were you fine?
I mean, it was this weird thing. It was like I was insecure at looking at photos of myself because this is the heaviest I've ever been. But then again, like...
But you're also 6'1", like I'm 6'1", I'm 6'2", 185, but you know, I don't consider myself fat at all, so you being 6'1", 185, you probably look fine.
But at that same time, because this was literally ready when we were about to graduate high school, like I felt like I just kind of broke out of my shell, and I was just trying things to just kind of find out who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I cut my hair short, I dyed my hair, I'd wear funky clothes, I would, you know, listen to all different kinds of music. Like, I was just
trying to figure it out,
but like, it was like I was insecure about the way that I looked. But at the same time, that period of my life, I was probably the happiest I've ever been.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how though?
Because I felt like I had a support system.
Oh, when people, so once you were gaining it back, or when people were like cheering you on, like, oh, I see you, you know, gaining the weight back, blah, 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 it made you feel good that like you got a bunch of people around you like supporting your stuff again?
Yeah, like, you know, just hearing from my mom and my dad, just being happy that, you know, they could finally like not worry so much about me, and, you know, even just my friends not even saying that specifically, like, you're gaining weight, we're all happy, just having a good time all the time and just being crazy and stupid, but that in itself feels very supportive. When I was going through that whole experience of not eating, I was isolated. I completely isolated myself from everybody. Like,
Were you like less social at school and stuff?
I was less social at school. I would end my classes and go directly home. I'd only hang out with one friend sometimes. Like, on a Saturday night, I would just stay home. Like, I just completely like withdrew from the world.
For all those months you were going through it?
Yeah.
Just so you can sit around and not eat, like, just so you can be, no,
No, seriously, like, that's what happens. Like, I just remember I would just sit on my bed.
It's like a one-track mind kind of thing.
Yeah, you're just like dozing off, like, on a Saturday night. And I don't know. I don't know if it's because you just are sick and tired of hearing from everybody that they're worried about you.
Oh, so if you okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, but I don't really have like a specific time on when I stopped overeating. I don't really know how that happened.
So you went from being anorexic to overeating and then back down, but from overeating back down to like normal consumption?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think, yeah, actually.
How'd you drop back down to normal from overeating? You just started to eat less, or?
I actually know now.
Okay.
It was my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. That got you from overeating back down to regular?
From not hating myself for eating.
Okay. What did he do?
Because he loves food.
Okay.
He loves watching food, cooking food.
Your current boyfriend or when you had
my current boyfriend.
Oh, you've been with him that long?
4 years.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, he loves Anthony Bourdain. He watches Munchies on Viceland. He like will watch the Food Network, and so then he will eat pasta and pizza and donuts and ice cream and iced coffee, and
Damn.
it was just like, I was at a certain, like, it was only maybe 2 years ago where I felt like, okay, if I'm gonna have chicken, it has to be skinless, boneless chicken breast on a bed of lettuce, and I can't have rice or French fries.
Oh, no.
But now I'm just like, if I want to have French fries, I'm gonna have French fries, and I'm not gonna make myself feel bad about it.
Throw some chili and cheese on
But
it.
it took a long time to get to that point. A very long time.
And he was just like, well, I guess seeing him eat whatever he want all the time, he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start living like you.
Yeah, it wasn't even him saying verbally, like, I want you to enjoy this. It was just, you know, when you're around someone for so much, you know,
All
for
the
so much time, yeah, like, food is something that's meant to be shared. So if you're having kimchi fried rice and enjoying it, I'm missing out on that experience by sitting next to you. So you know what?
I want to have some too.
I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna enjoy my time eating it.
I want to live my best life today and start eating.
Yeah, but it seriously hasn't, like, that just happened maybe like 2 years ago.
Damn, so your span, because I literally thought it was like you went through it in high school. Like, I remember seeing it and voicing my concern, like, you eating this stuff? Like, I remember. And then I don't remember the weight gain back. Like like it happened, but I don't remember it like as much as I remember the loss. But I didn't know it went all the way up to now. Like I thought it was like it happened in high school. You gained the weight back, and then boom, after that you was cool. Although when I saw you when you first got back from New York, I was like, oh damn, she's skinny again. And then I was scared. I was like, oh shit.
No.
But you were just skinny.
I was eating pizza.
Oh.
I was eating pizza all the time.
Okay. And now you're only thin because you be kickboxing or something like that. Don't you kickbox?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like if I wasn't exercising, it would be on my mind what I would do.
Really?
That's true though.
I feel like
Yeah.
you going through that experience,
How much do you weigh now?
I don't know.
See, I don't weigh
do you
myself
purposely
either.
not weigh yourself?
I don't weigh myself either
Yeah.
because I become obsessed with that, and it's a number. But you start thinking like, oh, it's your muscle that weighs a lot, you know.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not sensible like that. I'm still gonna be like,
Mhm.
like that number's gonna freak me out regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
So, damn.
I don't
But
know.
okay.
I don't have an after for you.
No. Okay, I was gonna say. So you don't know how much you weigh. If you
No.
get, it's scary to. Not scary, but it's hard to even.
If I were to guess how much I would
Yeah.
probably say 152.
Okay, so if you got back up to like 185, would you hate yourself? Or like one? You said how much? One what?
My highest?
No, now. If you had to guess.
What my weight is now?
Yeah.
152, 153.
Okay, so if you got up to like 165, would you be like, oh no, like, you know, would you be all shook? Like,
I would
worried?
probably be. I wouldn't feel.
as good as you feel now?
It's more like I would feel like I was full of anxiety.
Yeah.
Trying to get back to 152?
Yeah.
Dang. So you just, where you at now? You good? Like you want to stay?
I'm fine. Like it's not even like I'm on some crazy diet.
Well, yeah, I'm
I
saying
had
if
a
you
donut
gain weight,
last
would it
night.
stress
I
you?
had iced coffee an
No,
hour.
I'm saying if you gain weight, would it stress you out? Like if you gain like 10 or 15 pounds, would it stress you out? And you'd be like, oh no, I gotta lose it. Or would you be like, yeah, shit, I'm tall, I'm fine.
I mean, I think it would be like a wake-up call because I would think, okay, something is happening to my body that's different than before.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe my metabolism is lowering, or then I would just have to figure out, okay, what are the changes that I have to do
To
to
maintain.
make sure that I'm having a healthy lifestyle.
Damn.
Yeah.
What if you have a baby? And then after the baby, I'm sick because I'm.
No, but it's true. You know,
It's-
like even like my body, like right now, I'm comfortable with it just because I grew like into being a woman. Like my boobs grew, my hips grew.
Hey.
That's all things I didn't plan for, but I'm just like, you know, it's part of life, and you know,
Mhm.
eventually I will have a baby one day, and it's part of being a woman.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get thicker and all that good stuff. So I'm just wondering if
It
y'all.
happens.
Like,
It happens.
Are y'all gonna be fine with like the baby? I mean, you can't do nothing about it.
I'll be
after, but-
distracted by then.
True.
I'm gonna have a baby. Like I'm not gonna be too stressed.
But if you have a baby, will you try to get back down to like 152 again, or you be like, yeah, I done gained a little bit of weight, whatever, I'm cool.
That whole thing
Yeah.
just
It's hard to.
Also,
it
when
makes me so
happens-
nervous.
Me too.
Dang.
No,
I'm
that's
yeah.
Hope you guys strapping up or whatever you got, birth control, whatever you guys got.
birth
going
control.
on. Damn. Let me see what other questions I have. So, okay. Oh, the difference between bulimia, I think we could, well, I didn't straight up ask it, but the difference between bulimia and anorexia is anorexia, you just don't eat. Bulimia, you eat and throw it up. Binge eating, you just eat a whole bunch.
It goes hand in hand with whichever.
Mm-hmm.
They're all kind of like intertwined if
Like-
you think about it.
Sometimes you cannot eat at all and then be so hungry that you binge eat and then you feel awful and then you can throw it up. That's three of them.
Okay. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Got it. And then you think people who suffer from one end up suffering through them all? Or like,
I feel like I've seen my friends go through the same thing, and yeah, it kind of does go hand in hand. Where sometimes you eat less, or I had a friend who like she saw me lose weight, and I didn't even notice it, but she would like get off in like downtown LA and walk home to East LA. And she would only eat like celery sticks and like grapes in the morning, and then she would just to burn off the calories of those celery sticks and little grapes she would eat. But I didn't notice it, and she was just kind of like, well, I just like didn't know how else to like lose weight. I mean, she was like only. Like,
was she even big?
She was not big. That's why I didn't even know. Like she had a problem, but she was just kind of like, well, how do you do it? And that's when I realized like, oh.
You influencing people out
Oh
here.
shit, yeah, and she was just kind of like, so what are you doing? Like, what are you, and I didn't notice I was influencing her. Like, I had no clue.
How did, when you had the Tumblr,
Mm-hmm.
how the hell did it grow from like you like boom, you make a TikTok account, probably sharing like like what would you post up there? Would it be
For me, like I
notes
started
or
like posting like
pictures?
just because it was like a cry for help for me, and I wanted to just like it was like my diary. Like I didn't have like I didn't have like my face or my information or anything on there. I would just like start posting like, oh, today I only drank like lemon water, and it turned into like a page where we were all just giving each other tips, kind of.
Was you like reblogging what each other would say and stuff?
Yeah, and it was. I didn't really notice it, but that's such a big thing right now. Still.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you still look back at those?
I had to
entries?
delete everything just because I do get triggered by it, and I started thinking like, oh, that did work for me, or like, I don't know, like I'd rather not remind myself of any of that. Like I still haven't made peace with it, but I'm working on it.
And how long did you have that page for?
I had it for like 4 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
And just over time it just grew and grew.
It just grew on its own because there was times I wouldn't even be on it, but people would still like reblog it and repost and like those just go back on it, and I didn't want to just keep affecting people like that.
Yeah.
People were still like up till I don't know, probably like 3 years ago, like I was 23. Yeah, like up till a while ago, people were still paying attention to it, and I was kind of. I feel like I wouldn't say I'm recovered, but like up till like 2 years ago, like I felt like I hit like a I'll be okay kind of. Like I'm not obsessive like that anymore.
Did you ever get any like responses from it saying like, why are you doing this?
Yeah,
like,
there was
any
a lot of negative shit, and I remember like a lot of people, like it was mainly guys, and it was almost all guys that were just like, you're so dumb, no one's gonna want to have like the babies with you, or you know, nothing, like just like who cares, like you can't even carry a baby, and people were like, I remember it was mainly guys who would like be upset, like they were super upset, and it was girls who were like more influenced, and that's when like for me, like I was kind of like, if I can't change for myself, like I have to take it down for them, because there were still like little like 11 or 12-year-old girls reading into that.
That's crazy.
And to me, like I was like, oh shoot, you know, maybe this is wrong. Like I felt bad.
I think the guys were more on the mindset of there's a J. Cole line. let me quote it. The line goes, "Ain't no such thing as too thick. What you trying to be a toothpick?" And then after that, he goes a little more. So,
I know, but I feel like I don't know. I would always take the wrong way and be like, what's wrong with being thin? Like why can't I be thin? Why can't I be happy being thin? I feel like that's always so frowned upon. You gotta be thick, and like right now you gotta have a big booty and big boobs, and it's just like, why can't I just be happy with whatever I have, even if it's nothing? Why?
No,
Why?
you can. But if it came like that in a package with nothing, not if it came like this and you transformed it into this. That's I think what people are like. No, like don't you know, throw up to get skinny. Just be skinny if you are.
I know, but what if I'm just naturally skinny? Like
You was.
But people have a problem with that. People are just.
Oh, that part I don't get. I get trying to tell somebody like, yo, you
There's
just
people
chill.
who still tell me to eat, and it's just kind of like.
No, I get it now. It's probably
I don't
annoying.
know how that's like negative, or you know, like I'm not the kind of person to call someone out, but it's just kind of like, that's.
No, say their name.
So rude.
You got anybody names to say right now?
I use their name.
No, but I get it. Like I don't know how. I was gonna say I don't know how I would react to people when I'm sitting next to two people I'm going through it. But I don't care. I would be like, no, you need to be eating blah blah blah. Like just take it straight up because I care. But I
Some
get.
people are so pushy.
No. But I get why after you threw it and stuff, I wouldn't say nothing. But in the moment, I'm not gonna sit around and not say nothing because if you die or something crazy, no, literally like if something happened to you, then I'm gonna sit around like, oh man, like I had so many thoughts about it, I should have said something when I could have said something when you know. So that's the type of person I am.
I feel like when you're going through it though, and people say, "Why are you not eating? You need to eat."
Yeah.
It's just you're a wall at that.
Oh yeah.
It's true. No.
Any how much they say that, it's not gonna break through that wall. It's something that's going on that's deeper than that. That sometimes has literally nothing to do with the fact that you're not eating. You know what
It's
I mean?
just annoying and irritating, and
Yeah.
makes me succumb to my ways even more, and I'm just like, oh.
Damn.
I'm gonna work out even harder, and I remember like using all that anger to just work out and just.
So you
like,
was
almost
not. So
pass
you
out.
was throwing up and working out.
Yeah, I would do whatever I could. Like if I counted like calories, like I hated going like over 700, and that's when I would start working out. Yeah. It would just,
And you would so if you
I
ate
had
like
an app that would like track like your how much you ate.
name the app please. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. You're like now promoting.
No, I just be doing that sometimes. But
Sponsor me.
Was it?
But it like gives you like little like, oh, you haven't lost, like, oh, like it would give you like little updates. I would say like, oh, you need to go work out, or oh, you haven't worked out today, and it would just.
So you put in like your goal, like
Yeah.
I want to do,
And
I
it'll
want to.
push you.
Okay, damn, and it reminds you like, hey,
Yeah.
gotta run on the treadmill for.
Yeah, remember to work out.
Damn.
Yeah. Remember your goal, and it would be like 101 or something ridiculous, like number that I would put like an underweight goal.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I didn't work out at all.
You know what? I would work out, but it was just like a lot of cardio. Now, like I do like lifting and stuff like that. Like I actually want to build muscle.
But you also eat chicken wings at 2 o'clock in the morning, like you're telling me.
You know what? I was just telling him that my boss at work, like we don't have a microwave or anything, and I work until like 2 in the morning sometimes, and so we can't bring our own food. So I have to go to like McDonald's and get chicken nuggets. And one day he came in and he was like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing you eat chicken nuggets every freaking night. And I was like, so what are you gonna do about it? And he got me a personal trainer. So.
What? He got you a personal trainer that can't buy a microwave?
Exactly.
Right.
He's like, no, it stinks. It's just like we could like clean it. I don't know, whatever. But so I'm happy. I'm just like, as long as you're paying for it, why not?
Wow.
So it's working out for me.
Dang.
So instead of fixing the collar,
That's nice.
just dress it up. No, I'm kidding. No, same me too. Like I just became vegan.
Like 3 seconds ago
No, I've been.
during this podcast.
I'm a whole. That's a lie. But I'm working out more and I'm trying to watch what I eat because the last dude who I had on here, shout out DA the trainer, he told me you can't outwork a bad diet. So you can eat like shit all day and you'll get results, but you're not gonna get the maximum results you could have gotten if you start eating clean because you're not no longer sitting around eating fatty stuff and blah blah blah. So that's why you see me on Instagram eating strawberries and whatever else. I was eating bananas and cornbread before the podcast started. But I'm trying to eat. I'm eating some tilapia after this. I'm trying. So.
Did you drink, Richard?
No, barely. Like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Really
You didn't drink.
That's why I didn't have nothing for y'all to try to drink or take shots of earlier. I don't drink. It's rare. Like the only time I drink is when there's like parties at the Palladium.
Yeah, I've seen those. You post them.
Colors and grits and biscuits.
That's like the only time I see you post
really.
something like social.
That's the only time I drink. Because we pay like $30 for the tickets. So
Or
I want to be social. No, we just get a bottle. We buy a bottle like beforehand and just down it before the party. And then, and chase it too. But
Yeah.
but do that and then drink a nice amount of it and then I'm good. Other than that, I don't drink. I don't even like the way beer tastes. I don't like micheladas. Nothing.
I don't like micheladas either.
They're trash. So.
But it did cut out alcohol. Just for gains. Yeah.
Okay.
For gains.
I thought alcohol makes you gain weight.
Well, I'm a beer person, but like it affects your gains. Like,
Okay.
Your muscle gains. It's just fat.
It'll just be fat.
It's
Okay.
just like empty calories.
Makes sense.
So that's one thing I still think about.
What are your drinking habits?
I don't go out really anymore.
No, same. I'll be in here chilling.
If anything, I'm just needing to get work off my mind, and I'll just have one drink and then go home.
Oh, you drink at your job?
No.
Oh, I thought
Under the
before
desk,
you
yeah.
leave, you just go. No, don't you? Because she have a nightlife job, so
Yeah. No.
it ain't a desk; it's a podium. Like, hey, you ain't on the list.
No,
man.
it's not even like
Oh
that.
my god.
Not anymore.
See, but at one point,
Yeah.
did we?
Do you feel like you learned something today? Are you like educated? Do you feel
I didn't know that they all kind of intertwine into one. I thought you probably go through one and that's
one at a time?
like like you either binge eat and that's it, or you either anorexia or bulimic. I didn't know that people pretty much kind of a lot of times go through them all.
There's a word for like people who work out too much too. Like Paula Abdul suffered through that.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
They
she
go like
suffered from
Is it because she had
bulimia too.
is it because she had a dancer body and she was real fit and then she always wanted to keep it, so she just work out all the time, or what is it?
I don't remember, but I remember she was like super like compulsive about it. Like it just becomes
Like OCD about working out?
well, she knows about her weight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what she would do. But she was bulimic too.
She was?
Yeah.
That's ooh! I'd have been mad at myself. I would have missed this.
Oh.
The teeth part of it. I remember you telling me in
I
high
have my
school,
teeth capped.
like
What?
My teeth.
because the hydrochloric. Look, let me break it down real
Wait, are
quick.
those real?
No, I have these capped.
What does cat mean?
It means I have like veneers in.
Because the hydrochloric acid in your stomach eats at the enamel of your teeth. Booyah, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like chipped right through my teeth and like they started cracking. Yeah, so now my teeth are all chipped.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the part that like
Wait, I'm sorry.
scared me.
That's crazy. I didn't know it was that deep. How many of them?
Just like these two are cracked, but like
At the
now I
bottom
can't.
or the top?
Top.
Okay.
I can't whiten anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I used to be really into whitening. Like it became like a thing that I was obsessed with my looks and I
Mhm.
would whiten my teeth all the time. So that really didn't help either. That I was throwing up and whitening my teeth. But now I do use like charcoal powder
Oh yeah.
for whitening purposes, and that's cool. It helps me. But yeah, like your teeth are so. My teeth became so weak. Like I couldn't eat hard foods. Like
It just hurt.
it hurt, and they were super sensitive. And one thing like I remember like was super annoying. But during recovery, like I had a dietitian or whatever, and she would only give me like these shakes, and those shakes were like 2,000 calories each, and I think that's like the most counterproductive thing when you're trying to tell someone to feel better. Like just give them like super fat milkshakes. Like they wouldn't tell you what was in it, but they were so sweet they would make my head hurt.
Damn.
They would just like compress everything in there, and that's like how here like therapy is based in the United States. Like they just like shove like everything they can down your throat.
God.
Through milkshakes, and that was the worst.
Do you eat several of them a day? Are you supposed to drink several of them like a day, or is it
They
just
would
one?
like just make me drink like 3 or 4 a day.
And they all 2,000 calories each?
They wouldn't tell me, but like I sure felt super heavy. Like I did gain like probably 18 pounds in like 2 months.
Damn.
Like a dumb amount. And clear, like I mean, I don't know how many calories were in it, but I do remember feeling disgusting and gross. And just, like after not eating, like that's probably not healthy either. But that's like the approach we have here in the United States at recovery.
The shakes already came made, or they gave you powder and told you add some water or milk to it and shake it up and boom?
I don't know. They would like give it to me. Like I was like in an inpatient.
Oh, I thought they told you. I thought they gave it to you
No.
to go home. Like, hey, take the like.
No, they have to watch me like drink it.
Oh, because now I'm trying. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn. Also, you got put into some type of.
Yeah. Well,
So you went past what she went through. Like she got scared before it went that far. You went that far.
Oh, I'm always very testy, and I'm just like, so what are you gonna do about it? And they're just like, oh, we're gonna put you in here, and I was like, so yeah, that's how I ended up.
Wow.
Yeah, with like the mirrors that are just like the like steel plates.
Mhm.
That's all you would have, just so you would harm yourself, and
Oh.
everything was super weird.
Did you have a straight jacket on and stuff?
You know what? There was like everyone else was like actual like
Crazy.
mentally ill.
Mhm.
Don't say crazy. It's mentally ill.
What? Okay.
It's just wrong through.
Okay.
But yeah, so everyone else like was hearing things and going through things, and we all had different kind of like mental disabilities, I guess. But everyone else was way worse than I was. I was just there because I didn't want to eat, and I was
They're like, she over here playing. She just don't want to eat. Get her out of here. She
yeah, like they were just like, girl, what's wrong with you? Yeah,
Yeah.
like within 3 days, they were just like, if you want to go, you can go. And I was already 18, so I was like, okay, bye.
Where was that at? Was that like in East Hill?
That was in Alhambra.
Okay.
I forget the street. No, it was like.
Yeah, shut them out. I'm just playing. Yeah, you just know you have to.
But
Shout out to Nurse Nancy. She really with them shakes.
like you didn't want to eat like drink your like milkshake, because there was a few other girls who were like that or whatever. They had like a like bulimic or like anorexia or whatever, and like if you didn't want to like do any of that, they would just like put like a like actual like they would like knock you down and put a syringe right in your butt. And I don't know what it was. It was like Xanax, and they would like take you down. Like they would take you down, like have a security take you down, and that's why I would always drink my shit because I did not want to get tackled. Like I was already underweight. Like you could have broken one of these poor girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll tackle you down.
Yeah.
And grab a syringe.
It's just like straight like into your butt, like
to weaken you to make you eat, or that's the
they
nutrients
would
right
just put
there.
you to sleep.
Oh.
It wasn't even like, well, I don't. That's exactly what I thought. Like, why don't you put nutrients in it? while
Right.
you're
Just
there,
shoot it up there. Well, yeah.
while I'm sleeping on the floor. Yeah.
That's
But that's what they would do, and that was like a sobering thing to me. I'll just drink it. It's okay. Like,
Did you hear him get tackled and stuff? Like, oh my god.
yes, there was like one girl who she was like, "Can you just drink some of mine?" And I was like, "No, I can barely survive." Because she saw me chugging mine, and I was just like, I turned into a fear factor. I was like, and I just started like, I'm like, I can do this, and she was like, can you just drink some of mine? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm cool. I'm trying not to die right now.
Oh, wow.
And she just like knocked it over, and when she did, she would always do that. So as soon as she did that, like the security guards got up, like they noticed the mess, and they just like fucking took her off the chair, just like, it was not a pretty sight.
Damn.
And that would happen all the time, I guess.
Oh my god.
it's like super traumatizing. Like I'm not sure how they expect children to heal in that.
Right.
Like I was the oldest one in there too. I'm just like, oh my god, these are like real little kids.
That's crazy. I'm glad I asked that question.
That's so crazy.
I'm just trying to imagine like a big dude tackling a girl and like just.
They were big dudes, and
Yeah.
we're all like already underweight. Like it was just kind of like, I remember just being so shocked by it, but everyone else was just in such a different world that they didn't notice like the severity of it.
Yeah.
And, okay, my next question is, they hit you with the shot or whatever and they put you to sleep. But then what? Do you wake up like you wake up and they're like, okay, I'll eat now, or do they like feed you through
They
tubes
feed
while you?
no, they feed you while you're like
While
waking
you,
up,
like-
while you're
oh,
waking up.
through
Like,
tubes,
just kind of
right?
like no.
Oh, really?
Like through your
Like,
mouth,
okay.
like subconscious, like while you're still like just when you're drunk, you're just kind of like eating
Oh,
like that.
okay,
like
now
that.
I got it. Now I got
That
it.
is so crazy.
How long do it knock you out for?
You know what? There's always someone knocked out for like good like 10 hours, but like there was people who would come and down like within like 4 hours.
Oh, this is. I thought it was like an hour, like 30 minutes. Jack,
No,
you
it's
me out
been like
wake
3 or
up.
4 hours, but like there's some people who would just handle it differently.
Yeah, especially if you're smaller, it probably hit you harder. Like
Yeah, exactly.
that's
Like
crazy.
Yeah, because there's like barely anything in your frame.
Yeah,
you
you
take
overdo
everything
you.
to like the maximum
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy too how these tactics to like sober you up are all like fear driven.
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Did they ever show you pictures or videos like, if you don't eat, you'll end up like this?
Yeah, all the
Yeah?
time. Yeah, that's exactly what you're saying. Like we would have like classes where we would talk about it, and if none of us wanted to talk, we were just kind of like, well, what else do you want to talk about? They would have like a video playing of like people with like NG tubes or G tubes. NG tube is through your nose, G tube is through your. They make like a little hole.
Oh, fuck.
Right
In
here.
your throat?
No, it's like right here.
Okay.
It's like kind of yeah.
Like the cows, like when they reach up in the stomach, when they have the big hole?
Right, they go straight into your stomach,
Oh,
out to G tube, and that's very common.
Okay.
But yeah, they would show you those videos and stuff. And now I work in hospitals, so I see it all the time, and I'd rather not go through that. But back then, it was just kind of like it's just a hole. Like I didn't.
I'm sorry, I'm extra when I brought up the cows. I just remember seeing a big video, because I know it's not like that. I remember seeing a video of a cow, and it had a big old hole in the stomach with like a rubber outlining in it, and the farmers could reach up in there and grab like the hay out or whatever to check what it was eating. But yours would, not yours, but the kind you're talking about is just probably a little thing, like
You
a.
just like insert a little. I'm not sure how it goes, but I know it's just like a little hole that you just feed it like a tube into,
Mhm.
and you just feed directly into it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Can they just shove that? Can they just like?
It comes with a pump and a syringe.
Okay, can they just like real quick up in you, or does it have to drip slow like IV? Not drip.
No, they
but
have to go slowly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or else you'll feel full right away. You'll throw up.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
your
that
stomach
makes
still
sense.
reacts like you're eating.
Got you. Damn.
So that's normal. But and I think like I was more worried about like I remember I was dating this guy and I was like, what would I do with the G tube? Like if we're with my little pals, like I was so like, what would I do?
Yeah.
But yeah, and those things are super fattening too. They just they would tell you like, oh, I think like an average feed is like 4,000 or 5,000 calories, like of just like they're like 3 big bottles that they give you like a day, and it was like 5,000 calories a day, and that like just wrecked me. I was like, no, I'll just eat by myself. No, it's okay. But they really did have to scare you into it.
Do they make you, like when they make you meals, do they make you eat the whole plate, or do they like just eat until you're full?
They would like at least make me eat like 75% of it, and they wouldn't like take it away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was it good stuff, or was it like jail food?
It was jail food.
Oh.
Yeah, you couldn't even tell what it was. That like there was like no shape or form to it or color
Like
sometimes.
like a meatloaf type thing, or like.
I couldn't tell you what it was. It was just like fractured like oddly, and it didn't have texture or shape. It was
Was
just,
it hot? Was it warm?
It was hot.
Okay.
Sometimes like the most like tangible thing I would eat was like spaghetti,
Okay.
and that was like the most edible thing I could think of.
Damn.
But even then, like the sauce, they were so heavy on the sauce, and it was like the thick, like I forgot what those are called, the thick strips of spaghetti. Like they couldn't even just give you like the little thin ones.
Fettuccine? I don't know. Pasta.
There's like
that.
pomodoro and that, depending on like the slice of
of the.
the noodle.
Okay, because when you said the thick noodle, I thought of like the big lasagna strips, like the big, stupid, thick, long noodles, but
No,
that's the wrong thing. I don't need pasta like that, but I get you. I thought fettuccine was like fat and skinny, like the kind of lighter ones, no?
There's like fettuccine, and then there's
angel hair. There's all type of.
There's-
It's like a pot.
There's like pomodoro and this other one. You know, I went to a restaurant the other day and they were like spaghetti, and there was a whole section of it, and I was like, it's not just spaghetti. There was like 4 kinds, and it depended like on the thickness of the noodle. So yeah. It became a very intricate thing where it's just about like, spaghetti,
So
that's
you got
boring, then it's
orecchiette, ravioli, farfalle, bucatini, fettuccine, linguine, tortellini, penny,
tortellini.
parpadelli, rigatoni. That's the one?
Yeah.
Parpadelli. Rigatoni, orzo,
It's like meaty noodles.
There's meaty noodles, yeah.
Tagliatelle, vermicelli. God.
Yeah. It's not that
Cannelloni.
simple.
Gemelli. I didn't know it was this many.
Yeah, it's super intricate. The world of spaghetti is intricate.
I just typed in types of pasta noodles: garganelli, peachy, salad, fiori. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that was the most edible thing I could think of.
Well, I've learned a lot tonight on this.
Regarding the different types of pastas.
Yeah.
So now I'm a big foodie.
Okay. Makes sense though. Man, oh man. All right. Well.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Wait, what does that mean?
You know, like when people eating food. Like I used to get
okay.
so mad when people eat, and I wanted to eat that. So like it would be like I remember like the cute desserts they would have, and my friends would always like go to like little Asian like in Alhambra where they have like intricate like little like sprinkles and stuff on top of their ice cream and their I don't know. But I remember thinking like, oh, I wanted to eat that so bad, but I couldn't. My dad just had to just be like, oh, it's because I'm busy, but it's just.
But
I would just come
now,
up with some excuse like, oh, it's because you.
I would be like, I can't believe you're eating that right now.
Or I would shame people too.
Yeah.
I ain't shaming me out of eating no
I would
food.
like see like my sister eating a bagel and cream cheese. I was like, seriously, you're doing that right now?
Yep.
And they used to tell me that I was just so like, they would feel ashamed eating anything
Oh.
around me.
Oh yeah, you're never gonna shame me out of eating. I be at jobs and stuff. I go back for seconds all the time. But you know, I'm living my best life. I gotta eat. Food is good. I don't even understand how people are vegan these days. Like what? Meat is good. I'm sorry. I'm not saying kill.
Well, it's like a different type of foodie.
Yeah, that's true. There's like a whole other world.
Yeah, but what am I eating?
Of replacements.
They taste good.
Yeah, and you know, you'd be surprised.
I went to a vegan place once. I ain't gonna name it because
It was one time.
No. It was okay. Like the bacon, it was faking, I guess.
Bacon?
Or whatever it's called. It was fake bacon. It was fake bacon.
Okay.
That was good. The burger itself was okay, but I think it's because I know it was vegan. I kind of was like,
That's
but
exactly the thing.
if they
It's
just
all mental.
would have gave it to me, I probably would have known. But I ate most of it. I didn't eat the whole thing, but it was all right. The little fake bacon was good though.
I feel like if it's like vegan fried chicken, like
Is that good? Have you had it?
if it's trying to be meat and it's just this thing that looks fried and it's supposed to be chicken, but you know it's not, and it's like it's this mass that you know is not real. I won't go with that.
Have you tried it?
No.
Okay.
No. But then like if it's like a vegan dish, like a bowl, and it has like plantains and rice and black beans and corn and like vegetables and like just I don't know, not trying to be something
Not like fake steak or
meat.
fake something.
Yeah. Exactly.
We'll see. I don't know. I just like meat so much that.
Well, you keep on talking about veganism.
Oh, you know what? There's this place
I'm lying.
called
I ain't gonna be
Vegan. Have you-
Compton vegan.
Have you seen that?
That's a put no.
It's kind of like
Just because I'm black doesn't mean I've heard of Compton
No,
vegan.
wait,
yet.
look, hold up. Let me tell you why. Because
I'm about to
there's
look it up.
what is the other one called? Have you heard of Trap Kitchen?
Yeah,
It's kind of like that.
I know who they are.
It's kind of like that, but it's like vegan, and they do have like their own plates. And for some reason, they have like a brisket plate with like corn and stuff, and it looks so good. I haven't tried it yet, but they're like super hyped. It's like $40 for a plate.
Oh, they tripping. I'm not paying $40 for no plate.
I know, but it's vegan. It looks so good.
All this stuff
See?
is. So this meat is
Vegan,
fake.
all that. Fake. It's not fake. It's vegan. Why do you keep saying that?
Because it's not real.
It's something else that's real.
It's an alternative.
A substitute.
A plant-based meat.
Yeah.
No.
And this is
that's
$40
still meat.
for
Grass fed.
$40 a plate. I gotta watch that. I'm on the mic because I want to shoot
I'm
the mic.
gonna
down.
say, see, now you're gonna lose.
No. I'm just saying it's expensive food. Like when I can go spend $40 and
At a Korean barbecue or what?
Well, that's less than that, but anyways, no, but I can get a lot more for less than $40 for regular meat.
I don't think it's $40, but
Oh, okay.
with the
So
delivery fees
I'm
and
sorry about
stuff.
that. She done played y'all talking about y'all prices high.
Well, I'm saying with like delivery and all that.
All you can eat, here it is. All you can eat for $40. They're
See,
gonna have
like,
something
I didn't get it out of nowhere.
That's cool. Get your tickets ASAP. Blah 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 blah. Okay, well let me stop because they ain't paying me for no promo. Hey. But yeah, that's all I got for now. It was very interesting hearing you guys' stories and whatnot and learning about these illnesses. I'm sorry if that was the wrong word. I'm sorry.
What?
I know. No, that's
Is that no, I said learning about you guys'
Art
About your
things.
I said illnesses, but it sounded so bad. But I guess it
nice to beat your illnesses. Like
that you guys
that's what it sounded like.
your illnesses or
Your
whatnot.
experience.
Okay, hear you
Yeah.
guys' experiences and how you dealt with that sickness that struck you down. No.
Oh my god.
With the blood of Jesus. No, okay. But it was interesting hearing the stories and stuff though, and I got nothing else. I don't know if you guys have any vegan places you want to shout out or anything. I'm blind. But if y'all got any closing words and whatnot, or lessons to people who may be anorexic or bulimic that might want to get over it. I don't know, shit. If you were talking to your younger self now, going through it, what were some words of wisdom you have or advice or?
That's a good question.
I know. Wait.
I'll give you guys some time. And,
When I was younger, I remember when I was younger, it used to pull my weave off
oh
my head.
God! Don't tell the people that.
Wait, what?
The whole weave out of my head, just like
At school?
at school
Yeah.
during class. That
And
was so
she used to
embarrassing.
wear fake eyelashes. I used to try to take them off and stuff. And try to-
He would like try taking my whole strip off.
I saw
He was
the
super invasive like that.
I saw
He was
the-
such a dick, and
I
here I am now in the apartment.
I saw the potential with
podcast.
you.
And he would say that. He would say that. He'd be like, "I see the potential in you."
Yeah. Oh, I
hated you. Hated
I should put up a picture of right now of how she looked when she was like 14.
Oh
It's
my god,
funny.
yeah.
But no, I saw the potential in you to be something great, so I didn't want you. Let me see.
And he would get so physical taking my weave off and like.
Did I
I was
used to?
so insecure.
Mortifying.
Yes, I was so insecure.
I
already.
used to take the whole wheel off for real.
You used to take the whole like one strip off.
Okay, that's not.
Well,
too,
there's a lot of strips. They're extensions.
that's not too bad.
That's not too bad, but still like
Take one strip.
embarrassing.
Wait, what's your name on Facebook? I'll type it.
Carmen.
Get me. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Oh my god, don't say that loud.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Here it is. Okay. Hey. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. You don't have old pictures?
No.
Damn. Let's see.
You really good at the time.
Oh man, look at it already. Okay, wait. Ah, wait. Is that you right? That's you right there, right?
Yeah, we can pretty see me.
Okay, wait. Oh my God, look. Oh, look.
He used to pull my whole extension off.
Oh,
It was
man.
so annoying. And it would be like one in the front, not even in the back. I was already trying not to kill myself when you would do that.
Oh my God. Look at this long weave.
Yeah.
This is funny.
I could never do
It
that
was the
now.
time.
Yeah, that was definitely a phase.
And then
For a long time.
that time that guy had you trying to look like an Asian girl and you was there with Fabulous. They cast.
Wait, what is this?
This was okay. This is called Boys New York, and it's like called the company's called Yellow Money, and they were all a bunch of Asian girls, and he hired me because he thought I was Asian too. So he was like, "Just say you're Filipino." Like,
She run with it.
it was
Wait,
funny. Why
Fabulous
not?
said that?
He like found me on Instagram.
No, the guy who set her up on to be on there.
Were you dying?
I saw it because I'm like, those girls are really Asian and she not.
Yeah. Okay, so I think if I had to tell my younger self anything, I wouldn't, because it definitely has shaped me. And I'm so stubborn that I would never listen to myself. I'd be like, shut up.
Oh wow,
Shut up
damn.
and take this
Well,
dick.
great advice to yourself.
No, I feel like it. I was gonna go through it. Like I'm the kind of person that has to see it myself to go through it.
Mhm.
I would just be like, you know what? One day you're just gonna be kind of happy, and it's a process.
Like 2010, she wasn't even fat.
I used to Photoshop the crap. Look, there's
Oh,
like what?
yeah, look,
you
it's
can
you
see
in
the
a
Photoshopping on my.
bathing suit here. Is this Photoshop? You wasn't even fat.
No, that. No, okay, but I can't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, you don't. What you see is not a real depiction of what you really look like.
Yeah. I'm sorry. No. I heard you and I get it. I just was looking at this picture.
It's true. I don't even have photos at that time.
Oh, I got plenty of them. Let me. No.
Oh.
No,
I have nothing.
Damn.
Yeah,
when you okay, that makes sense.
I don't have any photo of me then.
What would you tell
You just
your
didn't take
yourself
none,
to-
or any ones you took, you like deleted.
I was not technological.
So you just wasn't taking pictures.
I just was not taking photos.
Okay. I got some 35mm pictures developed
Back in 07?
Matter of fact, it's under there, yeah. High school pictures and stuff, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was during that time, but I have pictures of you for sure.
Oh.
Like,
Well, I don't have pictures of that time.
Gotcha. But what would you tell your younger self?
I would tell myself a lot, actually. I would tell myself that my life does matter, that I am important, that people do love me, and that I am worthy to be loved. I would tell myself that I would tell myself to just write down everything and to not lose touch with people.
And to take more pictures because we trying to see what you look
I remember this.
Oh yeah.
What was your color? Was your collarbones really exposed? And
Yeah.
whatnot?
Yeah.
True. I remember
Oh
watching,
shit.
like,
Okay.
But it wasn't even the collarbones, it was like the ribs
chest,
here.
your chest.
That's all it, and then I remember the headphones.
They would
They
start
would
like.
stick out.
Oh my god, no.
That's all I
Yeah, like
remember.
my back. That was my favorite.
Your spine.
Yeah. And now
Did you
you're
like
coming
seeing the
up-
bones?
I did. I remember feeling like accomplished.
I would get scared.
I remember.
You would get scared when you saw too many bones?
Well, I would, when I was taking off my clothes before jumping in the shower, that was the scariest moment because I had to I was
See
face
it.
to face. Yeah.
And it was scary being that skinny, or it was scary when you thought you were fat, but you not thought you were fat, but
It was scary seeing myself in the mirror.
oh, in the okay, while you were skinny, seeing yourself
Yeah,
but
like-
you were but you still kept going.
I know. Because you can't get
Y'all
out.
girls confusing, man. Let me go ahead and end it now. but you just can't end it until you get scared straight.
And it scares you, but you have to keep going.
No,
Yeah.
until somebody's scared the hell out of you and tell you, hey, we just gonna start tackling you and shoving needles and stuff in you. And
I mean, momentarily that helped, yeah.
okay, well for you, the threat of somebody shoving stuff up your nose and all that was the thing that scared you straight.
Well, it was just all about control. So then once I
Oh,
knew
yeah.
that I was about to lose control,
Got it.
I was like, you're not going to take that from me, so I'm going to try myself.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I ain't got nothing to tell my younger self. I was just eating and shit. Fuck it. Hey, I got a fast metabolism. I'm lucky.
He's been underweight his whole life.
I used to get made fun of for being skinny. Oh man,
Yeah,
let me tell you
I
about
remember
my
you used to-
experience.
Oh my.
let me take this
He
part of the
suffered,
podcast
he suffered.
to talk about myself. They used to call me Skinny Bone Jones, just a bag of bones.
It always mesmerizes me when people are bullied
for being skinny. It's
Yeah.
stupid. Like it's not like we be trying. Like what the hell? I never purposely tried to be skinny. Like I just was. I still am. But you know I'm trying to bulk up right now. So you know. But it's
You're
stupid
the
as
heaviest
hell.
I've ever seen you, but it looks good.
Hey, thank you. I'm trying to turn it up on the summer.
You were like so gangly, like you're.
Okay, here we go now. No, I wasn't that bad in high school. I had some, let me see. I'm waiting.
I remember it used to be like, I want to be thin like him.
Stop!
Goals,
Whatever.
goals.
Whatever. That's a lie. Let me see. I feel like I got a bunch of pictures from high school. Let me see. Okay, let me end this because I don't want to make the people wait
Yeah,
through me
yeah.
searching for pictures of me in high school.
Okay.
But
Thank you for having me.
wait, let me just tell you
Okay.
what. Okay, well, you're welcome for one. Thank you for coming. Cause somebody flaked once again. Let me talk about it real quick. No, I was pretty sure this girl was gonna come no way. She didn't even reply to my. I'm gonna say it. This rich friend's some real shit. I want to talk that real shit. I'm gonna rent real quick.
I can't believe you saying this right now.
I know.
Hell
I'm so
yeah.
secondhand embarrassed right now.
That's on her. Shit, she should have came because this girl. I DM'd her.
Oh, now he's going into this
Oh,
story.
and I DM'd her and okay, I'm not gonna say her name, but I'll give a little
Oh, I
background
just stopped the
information.
table, sorry.
She said she claims to be a mental health advocate, and she posts things sometimes, that made me think she would be a good addition to this topic. I DM'd her. I said, hey, let me have your number so I can text you the information for tomorrow. She gave me her number. I texted her. I said, hey, Blue, her name. I'm gonna send you the information soon. She didn't reply. About 20 minutes later, I was at the gym. I texted her all the information. Boom, the time, the address. If you need help finding parking, let me know. I'll come down and help you find a parking spot. Blah blah blah. No reply. Today, let me see what I texted her today. I'm sorry, I gotta rant real quick because that's what the people want. They gotta hear it.
You didn't want to take away
Trash
time from
talk.
showing us
Yeah.
a photo of him in high school.
Because
Because
that would be me quiet searching. This is
Left
me talking.
on red.
I'll put, hey, blank. I never got a confirmation text or anything. You still coming tonight? Question mark. No response to none of my messages. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and unfollow her on Instagram right now.
Oh, there you go.
Let me do it. Let me do it now.
Oh my god, if it means that much to you.
Hell yeah, because I can't support you no more. If you can't support me, you're unprofessional at this point. That's what it looks like to me. So, boom, unfollow. She just lost a follower.
Wow.
So she's gonna feel that in the morning. Anyways, yeah, I was pretty sure she wasn't gonna come. I don't even know why I messaged her a third time today, but that's on her, whatever.
Yeah. Your lost eye.
Yeah, this was a good one. Fuck it, it was better with just us three anyway. So I want to thank you two for coming and not flaking and whatnot and finding parking down here in downtown LA. I will walk you guys both up to your car since 9:30 at night and start. But yeah, that's all I got. I just want to thank everybody for listening. If you got all the way to the end, shout out to you because a lot of people probably didn't make it. And if you're watching, just go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Ryan DTV. If you're listening, you can do the same. You can watch this instead of listening on the podcast app, whichever one you prefer. And I'm going to be hitting the streets soon because these are getting harder to do when people be flaking. So I'm going to be hitting the streets asking questions with my camera.
with a microphone.
Well, yeah, I literally have one. I'm going to be hitting the streets asking people certain questions and stuff like that. And that'll be on YouTube. And I think that's all I got for now. Subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to YouTube. I'll be uploading different types of videos, more interviews. And that's it. Yeah.